Content creators are going broke due to failure of understanding how to convert viewership into currency. Before we get this video started, you already know what to do, and if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe, and ring the post notification bell as well. Let's get into another one.
I'm a content creator, and I'm hungry. I'm a content creator, and I'm broke right now. I'm a content creator with children. I'm a content creator that manages her money well. I'm a content creator who has to do what I have to do to feed my family. And that means coming to a food bank. Right now, it's hard for everybody. And right now, if you're a content creator and you got to be at a food bank, stop hiding your face. Because I just seen one. I just seen a content creator up here. And you know what? I ain't gonna put their name out there. But you know what? Stop hiding your face. Stop making the world think that just because you're a content creator, you got it all. Stop making people think just because you're a content creator that you got full pockets. Stop letting people think that just because you got your hair and nails done, that you're doing okay. Because you obviously not. Everybody got it bad. Thousandaires, people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars are up here right now. Trust me. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. Come and get you a box of food, because when them kids hungry, it ain't gonna matter about your content creator status. It's not gonna matter. What's gonna matter is that your kids getting fed.
Stop selling the luxury lifestyle when you're not living a luxury lifestyle. If you're a content creator, that don't mean you gotta advertise that you're rich when you're not. You ain't gotta fake it until you make it no more. Let's bring back authenticity, which is happening slowly but surely. I'm glad what's been happening throughout this year. Content creators been keeping it real. Look, I'm broke. Rappers, hey, look, I'm doing DoorDash. Well, one rapper, 2K baby. You know, he kept it real. Some of your favorite YouTubers like, look, I'm starting over. It's a whole movement of people starting over in your 20s, starting over in your 30s, starting over in your 40s, whatever age. People are online telling their followers they are starting over from ground zero. People resonate with that more. It's more people struggling than the amount of people that's balling. You could connect with more people if you just be yourself and keep it real. Content creators are going back to the 9 to 5 after doing content creation full time.
Put a finger down if you quit your 9 to 5, pursued content creation full time, did that for about a year, went broke, so now you have to go back to your 9 to 5. I'm gonna detangle my hair with you guys while I tell you why I'm leaving my social media full-time to go back to a full-time job. Now, just for context, I didn't quit my job to become an influencer full-time. It was just a really, really toxic job. It paid nothing. And at the time, my content was paying me way more than my full-time job. Prior to this, I asked a couple of other influencers who were doing this full-time, are they able to make a living from doing this? And they were like, yeah, they quit their corporate job years ago and have been able to make a living, and they've been doing great. And I was like, girl, say no more. I'm about to put this 2 weeks in right now. Now, when I quit my job, I told myself, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna have a consistent content schedule. I'm going to be consistent on all platforms. I'm going to finally get my YouTube up and running the way that I want it to. Like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this all the way.
And that's how you get burned out. Dedicate yourself to one platform. If you saying you're gonna go all in on every single platform, you're gonna be burnt out. You spreading yourself too wide. First, master one platform. Delegate and outsource tasks so you don't have to work in the business so much. You want to be the business, not work in the business, right? If you're building a personal brand, it's nothing wrong with you being the face of that personal brand. But at the same time, you could have people that work on uploading for you. They could schedule content for you. They could answer DMs. They can handle all of your leads that are coming in. You could have a funnel builder. You really got to have a whole team around you for you to do it efficiently without being burned out. Me, I stick with YouTube. And I've done Instagram, I've done TikTok. My main platform right now is YouTube. When I do start to dibble and dabble into the other platforms again, I will have a team. I will hire some VAs. I might get some clippers, clip my content, upload it for me. I don't want to do it personally. Y'all do that, especially somebody that's skilled in that area. Just stick to one thing. Stick to one platform. That way you won't get burnt out. I guarantee she probably going to say, I got burnt out. Let's see.
That did not happen. When you work for yourself, it's all on your time. There's no one to answer to. There's no strict deadlines outside of like, you know, your brand partnerships. They typically have deadlines, but other than that, like, girl, it falls on you. If you don't feel like working for a couple weeks, there's no one that's going to reprimand you about that. I really didn't treat this like a job. And if you're not clocked into this, your engagement suffers, your money will suffer. I was super anxious because I was like, my engagement's down. I don't know what to post. I don't know where I want to take my personal brand. And I just like completely spiraled. And then my mental health was impacted. And if my mental health is impacted, I'm not showing up. So it was a lot. To make matters worse with all of this, my finances started to severely suffer. I was living off my savings for a little bit at the beginning of the year, and then in March I had 2 big expenses that completely wiped my savings. That time I wasn't too stressed because I had did 2 partnerships before that, and I was like, okay, the money's gonna come back. Like, I'll be able to put some more back into my savings and then pay my bills. One of the brands paid me 2 weeks late. The other one paid me a month late. And brands paying late just started becoming a common theme after that. There's a brand I worked with back in, actually I won't even say the month because like I don't want to speak too much on that. Brand that I worked with months and months ago, and I'm still waiting on payment. All of that really put me behind in my life expenses. It's been super inconvenient and very stressful. Baby, I got on LinkedIn and Indeed so fast. I started rapidly applying for jobs because in this economy, like, you really can't just depend on one income. Really a mistake on my part. I started applying for jobs back in May, and I finally just got a job, you guys, last week. Your girl is now employed. Hello. Actually crazy because when I left my job, it was a healthcare-ish job, and I was like, I'm not coming back to healthcare, and here I am going back to healthcare. And this job is not even necessarily a 9 to 5. It's 3 12-hour shifts, so I don't even know how I'm going to manage that and this. I don't know. But anyways, that's my little update. Getting a job will also help me like start creating from a place of love and passion again, instead of feeling like this is an obligation. If you enjoyed this little chit chat, I'm about to go wash my hair. I'll see y'all later.
I don't get how she said she was making more off of, off her social media before. Then as soon as she quit, all of a sudden she was living off her savings. Maybe we missed some context there. She could have gave a little more so we could understand a little more. But that's why I say you don't want to dedicate yourself to learning a new skill that you don't know. Stick to what you are good at. Clearly she wasn't good at all of the other platforms. She should have stuck with the one she was good at instead of trying to learn a new platform. That takes time. Mental health declining due to the fact you aren't consistent and not keeping up with your goals. Now you feel like a failure. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say don't spread yourself too wide. Next video.
Here's a fact. Your favorite creators with 300,000 followers, they're still broke. Why? Because they're not pitching. So let's talk about why your follower count does not automatically equal your income. If you're new here, my name is B. Wilson. I'm your favorite Black girl in finance and your branding bestie. I help creators pitch to brands, build proximity, and turn consistent content into consistent income. Because we've all heard that the creator fund doesn't really pay very well, right? So let's break down why this is a conversation that nobody wants to have, because it's the truth, okay? There are creators out here with 200,000, 300,000, even 500,000 followers who are still not making any real money. And it's not because of the algorithm. It's because they're not pitching. They've built this huge community and still not making money. Here's the truth. Brands are not magically reaching out because your numbers look good. Brands pay creators who show up in their inbox, who advocate for themselves, who send a pitch, who follow up, who understand how partnerships actually work, who follow a creator calendar, right? Most creators, they're just like, oh, I have 500,000. They're waiting for the opportunities when they should be creating opportunities.
Yeah, the big time content creators, they're not leveraging their audience at all most times. They don't know how to build a business. They don't know anything about business at all. All they know how to do is make content. And content, it pays a little bit if you know how to monetize it, but strictly depending on AdSense or the creator fund and or, Instagram to pay you for reels, that's a small pool of money compared to if you got an audience around to make money niche as a personal brand, you could always pitch and sell something. That's why you see a lot of them, they always have a new offer. They might make tens of thousands, if not millions off of one offer. When that offer die down, they have another offer, right? Then they come up with another offer. They are always pitching, always selling. Every single time you click on their story, it's really a lead magnet. Those are the ones that are successful. Those are the successful influencers and creators. Now, if you're just somebody that's in the entertainment space specifically and only, then you're solely relying on monetization coming from the platforms. You don't have any back end ownership over your data. You don't have an email list. You don't have any of that. These are the influencers that are going back to 9-to-5s. Really, the best niche is the make money niche, or I could say the knowledge space, selling your intellectual property or information products, client acquisition. If you're a trader, you could teach that, doing live trading. These are the influencers that are making good money. But when we say content creators are going back to 9-to-5s or are going broke, we're talking about the ones that, when you say you're a content creator, most times, what do you envision when somebody say they're a content creator? Or they an influencer? You think of Instagram model. You think of people that make funny videos online. You think of people that make car content where you really can't tell specifically how do they really make their money other than content. You know what I mean?
Why a lot of content creators going broke? Let me explain to y'all why. It's because a lot of them trying to keep up with celebrities, the NBA players, the rappers, and everybody else, instead of just living a basic lifestyle. Me, I live a basic lifestyle. I don't care how much money I get on this app. I'm living a basic lifestyle. Listen, I ride around in the same exact vehicle that I bought when I was 18 or 19 years old. It ain't that I can't get another truck. I just don't want them.
My dog, smart man right there. Talk to him, brother.
I'm not a person that hang with everybody. Not only that, I'm thinking about moving to the country somewhere, far away from everybody, far away from the city. My first priority is a nice house with a lot of land. Then I get me a truck. I'm not out here trying to impress everybody. So when y'all see me in public, I'm dressed just like y'all. You'll never see me get on this app and act like I'm balling. A lot of these content creators, they get their money, and what they go do? They go buy a watch, they go buy a chain, they get their first $10,000 that month, they hear you go jump in a big ass house, and
spend everything they just made. Everything they made, every dollar. Don't go broke trying to act rich. You really have to invest your money for the first couple of months. Invest every dollar if you want to level up. And I mean outside of bills, of course. I'm saying every extra dollar that you got. For the people that's going to be like, how you going to invest every dollar? Every extra dollar that you have, you should be investing back into yourself, back into your craft, back into the business, or into scaling that business or other businesses. That's what you should be doing. You should stay down for 6 months, stay down for a year, 2 years. That's not really a long time. People look at it and think, 2 years, how can I stay down for 2 years? I want a ball right now. They want instant gratification. No, you have to stay down. You got to know, look, I want longevity. I want this thing to last. I don't want to be here today, gone tomorrow. I don't want to be a has-been. Let people think you broke. Then you pop out when you really up. And he ain't got no money. You right, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Hey, let me borrow this. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. Hey, you trying to go to the... Nope. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. Hey, bro, you trying to... Nope. I'm locked in.
Next month, they money be looking funny. They can't pay it. And they gotta put out 50 videos a day. In a content creator, you gotta be smart. If y'all just was to sit back and just pay attention to a lot of these content creators, the first thing they do is when they get money, they want to wear only designer. They don't wear these type of shirts no more. They don't wear regular clothes no more. Everything they buy had to be $1,500 and up. Then they try to get on the internet and convince y'all that they getting money and y'all should do the same exact thing. You will never see me doing that. I promise y'all. If I were rich, y'all wouldn't even know it because I dress the same exact way that I'm dressing right now. I still have that truck that I showed y'all. But guess what? I'm not trying to impress nobody. I like riding solo. I'm out in public 9 times 10, I'm solo. When y'all see me in public, don't expect to see me in no Maserati or no nothing new or something like that. Expect to see this motherfucker right here. This is my baby right here.
My boy said don't expect to see me in nothing new. So he gonna be one of the ones y'all gonna be surprised when he do finally pop out in that Mozzie. When he buy that Mozzie, he probably gonna be able to buy every car in the lot. He gonna be able to go get 2-3 Mozzies. Shout out to all the creators that actually stay down and then they start spending money when they got $1 million plus. Not those that start spending it when they get their first 10K. 10,000 ain't no money. 20,000 ain't no money. You shouldn't be spending it like you're rich, even if you got another 10K coming next month. In this day and age, 10K goes super quick. And you don't want to be one of the people talking about, I gotta work so hard because my bill's so high. Why are you still in survival mode as a millionaire? That don't make sense, man. That's stupid. Being one paycheck away from being homeless, but you make $1 million on paper? Why would you want to do that to yourself? Your channel get demonetized. Boom. You're back in the hood. Nah, man. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this. Content creators are going broke or never really had no money. They just been faking the funk. Let me know what y'all think about that. I already know. Y'all gonna go in on the comment section. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.